Of all of it. Let's check in with her now. She's a CNN center. Candy.
Absolutely. Can't get enough Olympic Games, can we? Well, for Michael Phelps, it's 2 down and 6 to go in his bid to win a record 8 gold medals in 1 Games. Thanks to him, the USA now have a total of 3 gold medals and a third on the overall medal table, which China lead. The host nation, who've set themselves a target of 40 golds, are well on their way with 9. South Korea lies second with 4. Well, Phelps swam the first leg of the 4x100 freestyle relay on Monday and left the team in second place. By the 4th leg, the USA was trailing France by nearly a full body length. But Jason Lezak somehow made up the gap and just touched the wall 0.08 of a second sooner than Frenchman Alain Bernard. The scoreboard flashed the results and the US team absolutely erupted in celebration. Not only had they grasped the gold from the French squad's hands, but they'd also smashed the world record by almost 4 seconds. Although he's actually hasn't said so publicly, Phelps is trying to better the record of 7 golds by Mark Spitz in the 1972 Olympics in Munich. Larry Smith reports.
He is much like the element he works in, calm, cool, and clear about what he is attempting to do. Only when he rips into the water do the waves start.
I want to do things that no one else in the sport has ever done.
Michael Phelps has already done lots of things. 8 Olympic gold medals, 17 world championships, and all those world records. And he's just 23.
We're not even realizing what an incredible athlete he is. Like, obviously, he's amazing. He breaks all these world records, but I think being a part of that, we almost take it for granted.
It'll remain to be seen where history ultimately places him. But clearly today, I think he's the best swimmer we've seen.
Bowman began coaching Phelps as an 11-year-old who had trouble focusing, but none finding trouble.
He was very active, never stopped moving, and it was kind of hard to harness that at first. It's a little bit counterintuitive because even though he was so rambunctious as a young swimmer, when he raced, he was very focused.
I always had dreams of being an Olympian, being a world record holder, being a professional athlete, being a gold medalist, and I had to focus on those goals to achieve them, and I knew that, and I think I just started focusing.
Swimming nearly 4 miles per workout and often twice daily practices with hardly a day off will focus you, although it is just that kind of intense work that may have cost Phelps much of his childhood.
I think he's missed out on sort of maybe a normal progression of things, but I wouldn't say that he's missed anything. I would say he would tell you that what he's gained has been a lot better than what he's missed.
I would never trade in going to Olympic Games and standing on the top of the medal podium or being able to turn professional or travel all over the world. I'd never turn any of it in, so to me it was worth it to give it up.
Now he finds himself about to dive into history. Phelps has the opportunity to break the Olympics' most hallowed record and eclipse Mark Spitz's 7 gold medals in the 1972 Games. Even if he gets gold in just half the events he entered, Phelps will have the record for most gold medals in Olympic history and could plainly be called the greatest Olympian ever.
There are a lot of things that people haven't done, and I want to change the sport and be the first thing, the first person to do new things.
He spends so much time with his head underwater, who can blame him if he likes to stick it in the clouds as well? Larry Smith, CNN, Beijing.
And here in Christie, Michael Phelps will be back in the pool trying to do it all again in a little less than an hour from now. Of course, gold number 3 is up for grabs. We'll keep you updated.
Wow.
Yeah, and we'll be keeping our eye on Michael Phelps. Also, I want to see Jason Lezak again. He ripped it up in the pool yesterday.
Unbelievable.
And he's an Olympic hottie.
Sure. An Olympic hottie. There you go. Better than a gold medal. Christie's Olympic hottie of the day.
Candy would agree. We'll talk later offline. Candy, thank you very much. Now, time now for a look at the international weather forecast.
Absolutely. Let's go to Beijing. Of course, the weather doesn't make a lot of difference in the pool, but it might affect other athletes. Kevin Carvo, what can you tell us?
Well, Beijing actually looks good today. We are looking at a lot of that weather pushing out, so that's a good thing. You can see right here, Beijing located right about there. Most of the clouds are pushing down to the southeast. we do have a lot of venues, especially here towards the coast, that may see some showers. So those coastal venues could be a problem today, but Beijing looks really nice. Temperature across the area, we were looking at about 24 degrees last hour, so the temperatures are coming up. Actually, 26, so it has just gone up at 2 more degrees. But it's looking quite nice. We are looking at partly cloudy skies, and it looks like that's going to be the conditions over the next couple of days. We are looking at Shanghai already up to 30 degrees, Hong Kong right now at 29 degrees. Of course, equestrian events are going on there. We are looking at showers, like I said, over the next couple of days, really not affecting Beijing, but across the coastline all the way down to Shanghai, we do have events there as well going on over the next several days. So forecast highs today look like this. We are at almost max temperature for Beijing, 30 degrees for them. We are going to be seeing 33 degrees for Taipei. They're seeing a lot of wind today. Tokyo is seeing a good day today, but it looks like their conditions will actually deteriorate over the next several days, unfortunately. Well, I do want to take you over to the United States. I want to show you what's happening up here towards the northeast. Look at all this rain that's been falling. Now, this has been a major problem for the last several days. So actually, last week was actually 19 days they have seen rain. Can you believe it? I want to take you specifically up here to New Brunswick. One of our iReporters sent this in because of all the rain. Look at what they do for fun in New Brunswick. This was taken by iReporter Ray Richard. This traffic was trying to go through this low water crossing. Now watch what happened to this red car. Ray said that once the car gets to this point, it actually starts to float. Now, I know out of anybody living in a place where they had low water crossings, you do not go through areas like this. Your car is going to sell out in no time at all. Come back to the weather wall. I'll show you what we can expect the next couple of days. More rain for that area. You can see on Tuesday, that's going to be a problem, as well as down here to the south. Look at this area, low pressure. More rain across the southeast part of the United States. But now, let's look at other city forecasts around the world. You and Christy, if you are traveling, or any of our viewers are traveling up to the UK, look at this. A lot of weather. It looks like it's going to be only about 18 degrees, and it's going to be really rainy for London over the next several days. More on that in the updates for the business travelers forecast.
Rainy for London, unheard of. Kevin, thank you so much for that. Yeah, exactly. Now we're going to continue to cover the conflict in Georgia, going to cover it from all angles, including a Russian parliamentary member's take on events.
And women killed by their relatives. The concept may be difficult to comprehend, but the cases are increasing.
The competition is on. The greatest athletes have taken the world stage in Beijing, and CNN is there. The games, the passion, the spectacle. See the games from every angle. Stay with CNN throughout the games. Beijing 08, only on CNN.
Okay, let's do it.
Enter the Situation Room with Wolf Blitzer and the best political team on TV.
An American perspective on U.S. politics.
Straight from Washington.
Good to you, Wolf.
We get it, our viewers get it.
The Situation Room, only on CNN.
Your TV can't always go with you. But CNN can. Get the news in your inbox, on your phone, and at your fingertips. To make the news keep up with you, go to cnn.com/anywhere. CNN. Available anywhere you are.
Larry King Live, the hottest seat in town. The interviews everybody's talking about. Icons.
Yeah, I think it's really exciting.
Legends.
You're as good as the chances you take.
Mavericks.
We have to respond to the climate crisis.
CNN's Larry King Live. It's all about the personality. Watch for who's next.
I am not saying anything, Larry. What are you asking me?
Larry King Live, every day, only on CNN.
Welcome back. I'm Hugh Rimmington. Here is the latest on the conflict in Georgia. Russia moved deeper into Georgian territory on Monday, dramatically expanding the conflict. First confined to 2 breakaway provinces. Reports out of the region are changing from hour to hour. They are often conflicting. Tbilisi, the Georgian capital, says the central town of Gori has been overrun by Russian troops, although Russia denies it. It says its troops did enter, however.